What's up? It's Zeeack, your friendly neighborhood noob. Welcome to my Useful Moneymaker series. In today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at Elder Trove Tier 3s, specifically those from BIC. Now you might be asking yourself, what are troves? So let's take a look. Elder Troves were released back with the rest of the Elder God Wars content. These troves come in 3 tiers. The tiers are dependent upon the Pontifex Shadow Ring that you can obtain through quests, and it is dependent upon the tier of the ring. So why don't we take a look at what the tiers are and what it means to upgrade. There are 6 tiers to the ring, and then there is an overcharged state. Each tier will depend on what trove you receive, as well as how many troves per hour you will receive. Now, the overall state or goal here is to be able to overcharge the ring. Doing so is not too expensive. It's currently about 2 million GP to do so. The reason you want to overcharge the ring is you will receive the maximum troves per hour possible, as well as being able to do so while the ring remains in your bank. Now let's step into the reading corner to uncover the requirements of both skills and quests. Now, the skills required for the quests that are also required are now on screen. You're going to need level 10 herb lore, 10 fletching, 20 smithing, 40 range, 50 fire making, 50 mining, 53 thieving, 58 agility, 58 prayer, 70 divination, 74 archaeology, 74 magic, and 75 slayer. Again, these are the requirements to be able to complete the quests that are now on screen. There are quite a few quest requirements, however, do not be scared off by this. There will be a couple key items that you will also unlock along the way to be able to obtain this moneymaker. Now, doing these quests will help you unlock God Wars Dungeon 1. It will also get you to Ancient Magics. So, it's highly encouraged just to do these quests for those, and these are also prerequisites for many other quests. However, we need to get to the city of Sentizen. Now, in order to do that, it's around 6 hours worth of quests. Feel free to pause the video now to review. Great, now that you've completed 6 hours worth of quests, you have upgraded your ring and overcharged it since you've made it. Now what? Now comes the moneymaker. Now this will require level 88 in any one of the following skills: mining, woodcutting, fishing, or hunting. Once you have selected the skill you want to use, you will travel to the city of Sentizen outside of the Criosis front. Now you can see on screen I have provided a map that shows you where each one of these nodes are. Now for the moneymaker, the overall goal is to sit at one of these nodes and AFK. As long as you're skilling at one of these, you will receive a BIC trove in the process. So there's no need to PVM, there's no need to actually fight the boss. All it is skilling. Now with an overcharged ring, you can receive up to 8 troves an hour. And so this is a fairly good moneymaker as long as you're able to AFK for long periods of time. Even if you're not able to AFK for a long period of time, the way that the troves work is every 7.5 minutes from the last time you received a trove, you can receive another one. Now this does only apply for the overcharged rings. So what you can do is travel to the front, skill at one of the nodes, collect the resource, it will give you the trove. You can go about your life in Gillinor, do other activities within RuneScape, and come back, collect another trove after 7.5 minutes. It's really up to you. The more you AFK, the more you skill at this location, the more money you'll make. I have personally done a lot of AFK skilling, specifically mining, at the Criosis front for the last 2.5 weeks, and I have made a total of 388 million GP. You can see on screen a couple of my Grand Exchange transaction logs. I did sell a Parnix Quiver for 172 million. This was to test out if it's worth selling the quiver after you collected 100 fragments or selling the fragments one at a time. What I've noticed is I believe users or players are actually buying the fragments to make the quivers themselves. The quiver is a best in slot range item, however it is not the best upgrade you can make. So for right now, I would say go ahead, sell the fragments as you get them. Not only is that the profitable aspect of this, I've been able to sell my calcified funguses for an easy 5K a piece. Typically at the end of about 8 hours of AFK skilling, I can make upwards of 5 million GP just from those alone. I have also been able to sell the Bic Anima for upwards of 500 GP a piece. So this is very profitable. Now, let's just take a look at not only how much money I've made, but the other useful items on the drop table. So let's take a look. Now, in terms of GP, you're going to see that the Pernix Quiver fragments are going to be your consistent money makers. Those are about a 1 in 10 drop, and they're currently selling for about 1.2 million. The lottery item, as I call it, is going to be the manuscript of Bic. These are items that will retain value. They are tied to being able to receive many more clue scrolls. So with the prices of dyes and everything going up, these will stay high or potentially even get a little bit higher. So at the moment right now, you can receive up to 2 to 3 of these in a single drop. That could be anywhere from 6 to possibly 10 million GP from a single trove. So again, it's estimated that it's about a 1 in 90 drop rate for those. I have gone through 1 week of not receiving any, and I've also received upwards of 10 within 3 days. So, those will be the bigger money makers, but again, those fragments are going to be the constant money makers. Now, in terms of other useful items, you get a lot of extreme potions. So if you're a player who has not yet attained that level of herb lore to make overloads, this is a great solution. You can use a non-tradable best combat potion, at least for range and magic, and those are the 2 best combat styles at the moment. And then again, if you are at the point where you can go ahead and create overloads, this is just saving you money, and it's making half the ingredients up front. So overall, this is not only a great moneymaker and a consistent moneymaker, but it's also a skill and a solution that will get you benefits in other aspects of the game. So I don't see a reason why not doing it. Now, we all know the RS3 community is full of some elitists, some rare hogging individuals, some flippers that want to own the market. And we all know that we're going to get the comment of, "Oh, wow, you can do 388 mil in 2 weeks. I can sit there at the Rand Exchange and flip that in 3 hours." Well, you know what I have to say to you? Fuck you. We're going to be noobs, and we like it. We don't got time to flip for 3 hours. We can AFK for 8, but no. We're going to do us. Keep being noobs. Peace, y'all.